Hi guys, so as you may have started to realise, I'm starting to do more reviews on my channel now because I've got lots of gear and I use lots of gear, and I run a club with quite a lot of students and I see a lot of gear in use, so I guess I've got a few things to say about things that are on the market for the HEMA community, but also perhaps some other people out there as well. So the thing that I am reviewing today are the new leg guards. I can't show you my leg unfortunately, but you can see this. The new leg guards from the Night Shop, and their brand is Red Dragon. That's what they're plastering on their HEMA gear, their masks and gloves and leg guards and such like. Essentially these are really good, for a long time the standard leg guards in lots of UK HEMA clubs have been known as brush cutter guards. Now the brush cutter guards are a little bit lighter than these and they are cheaper. However, the problem with the brush cutter guards is they do not protect the sides of the knee very well. And those of us who've been using steel weapons and the brush cutter guards for a few years now, I've probably been using mine for about 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, find that with the heavier cutting steel weapons, for example the sabre and the longsword and sword and buckler, obviously you don't ever want to get hit on the side of the knee with a steel sword with any weight to it, because the side of the knee is quite fragile and it's something you really don't want to get damaged. And so, you know, over the years we've been quite lucky. There've never been any serious injuries to the side of the knee that I'm aware of. Certainly not in my club or at any events that I've been at. However, there've been a few near misses, and we've thought, okay, we need something better. And full kudos to the Night Shop, Brian at the Night Shop, and the rest of his team. They ran with that. They went away. They found something better with suggestions and guidance from people in the UK and Sweden and elsewhere. And they found a company making these guards and got them made up for us. And imported into the UK, so you can get these from the Night Shop right now for a very reasonable price. I think they're about 30 something pounds. You check on their website what the current price is. If you are a club, a HEMA club, then you can actually register on the Night Shop's part of their website that's called the HEMA Shop. Register on the HEMA Shop and you actually get a club discount as well, and so that brings down the price of all of their gear to very competitive levels, basically cheaper than you can get it anywhere else. Now the real plus points of these leg guards are, as I mentioned before, the fact that they protect the side of the knee. That's the most important thing to say about them. However, there's a few other things to say about them as well that make them really good and really worth the money. Firstly, they have more padding inside. Okay, more padding than the brush cutters do. Secondly, though, they're not bulky, and that's really important, because there are some good leg guards out there that are quite heavy and quite bulky, and you really don't want to be adding a noticeable amount more weight or restrictiveness to your gear if you want to fence effectively. And these are really light, really easily flexible, and pretty comfortable to wear. Okay. Next thing up is the knee. You'll notice not only is the knee very protective on the side when it's straight, but when it bends there are no openings, it keeps the protection at the side, and it concertinas out essentially, and leaves no openings at all and keeps your knee completely protected in the straight or the flexed position, anywhere in between. Okay. And also it's got some ventilation holes in it. Leg guards can get a bit hot and sweaty underneath. The fact that it's got those vents in there kind of helps a bit. And the last thing I would mention is that one of the things that really annoyed me about the brush cutters was the elastic and the clips that hold it onto your leg were quite flimsy. The clips would often get hit and get broken by steel swords. And also the elastic that was used was not really as thick or as tough as it should be. It didn't quite grip as tight as it should, so they were forever slipping down. The elastic on these is a bit more hardcore, and the clips go into a sort of keyhole arrangement. They're much more robust, much tougher clips. Okay, and they're nice and easy to put on as well, even with gloves on. So there we go. As far as I'm concerned, these are basically the best HEMA steel sword fighting leg guards out there at the moment. So go to the HEMA shop website or the Night Shop website and go and get a pair now before you get a broken knee. Okay, thank you.